reddish.
You could have a lot of hair if you wanted to.
I've got last time I had. I'll find a picture of me with hair.
Yeah.
It used to have long because I'm Italian, so I had like long brush back hair. Looked like a proper. Yeah, I'll post it for you. But yeah, I'm gonna go shave my head. I'll be back.
Yeah. Come back. What was I gonna say? Where's Deanna these days?
Deanna's computer maybe having some computer trouble.
I just did embedded
His computer committed suicide.
Yeah. I was trying to help him to get it put up, but no. Yeah, maybe it's time.
So, have you gotten an update on these people yet? Are they all coming in the 9 o'clock hour? Do you know?
No idea.
Okay.
Anthony was supposed to come by.
Let me see if I can chase it.
You have 3 good guests this morning, though. I mean, I think it should be fun.
I wanted somebody like now, but I don't know what's going on. No one's come. I'm only one person, and I limp around these days.
You're making yourself so depressing.
Limping around card.
I have been limping around, and whatchamacallit, I feel so. Today's one of those days where I feel old. I don't know why, but I just do.
Yeah.
I think as I see some of the younger people that are coming to work here, and like some of the, I don't know. I don't know. You're much younger than us, obviously, Kempton and Anthony.
Yeah, I wish I can say that, but Anthony definitely. Yeah.
But sometimes I don't know. I just I feel like I'm not in the demographic, and so I feel out of it.
I saw it.
I don't feel bad or anything. What, Anthony?
Talking to
the lights are flickering. That's not a good sign.
Okay.
Yeah. Like this is how old I feel. Many years ago now, I went to Hong Kong to shoot my documentary, right? So when I see my subject being interviewed by the reporters, I thought, wait a minute, those guys are not graduating from high school yet. Why are they interviewing the guy like they're a reporter? Are you kidding me? So they look that young to me, the reporters. Yeah,
I feel that way. Yep. And I think for me, seeing the younger people around, coupled with my sort of like limp.
Yeah, right, the limp. Yep.
The limp, it's just heightened. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You see the fresh face, the younger look, or I don't know. Like with me, seriously, I'm not kidding. They look like high school graduates. Maybe their stature didn't help, like they were not too tall. But then the fact that they look so young and they all have their mic stuck in on the people's asking questions. And
like when I see like Anthony and Gracie in the hangout, and I put their image up on the main box. Like your face and Anthony and Gracie's, it's so like brand new, like the baby at home that I have. It just looks brand new, It's so cute.
Yeah, you're gonna make Anthony blush now.
Look at Anthony, so cute.
Yeah.
There's our other Anthony. Jackie Weaver's coming in.
Jackie Weaver.
What time? Okay, well, I have my 9, so it would be right there. Okay, so Jackie right after the 9, and then
Reed is here.
Oh, we should have talked to him before. But...
He just walked in. He doesn't even have powder on yet.
Oh.
Rachel MacFarlane is here. She's on at 9:40 on television, but she's still in makeup in dressing room 3. I haven't checked in with her yet.
Maybe we could see her before her hit, because if she's on that late, like that's really late.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be late. Yeah.
So maybe Jackie, then.
Hey, Sheila.
Reed after his, or whichever.
That's 9:20.
Hey, Sheila. So you like my roast duck?
Yeah, that
was a duck. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. That wasn't turkey. You were thinking it was turkey?
Yes.
Oh no. Yeah. It was a duck. Yeah. I haven't done turkey for the fact that turkey is just too big and the meat too.
Okay, I'll be right over.
And for the two of us, we'll be eating like for a month.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe try doing it with a chicken, I guess.
I've done chicken before.
Oh my God.
Then Rachel, then Reed after this. Can we do that?
Yeah.
I'll see, because she's getting made up. So it would be like 9:15ish.
For Rachel, yes.
Okay. I'm telling you, I'm going to put a plug in for Discount Tires.
Where did you get that from?
Discount Tires gives excellent service.
I'm
All
glad you
right.
got
So you got your tires changed?
Yeah, I ended up having a flat tire,
Oh.
and my husband came and put the spare on, so we went down to Discount Tire,
what the number is.
and they fixed it. Gave me a brand new tire because they couldn't repair it because the tire was slashed.
Hi, Sheila.
Oh,
Hi.
Oh joy.
oh no.
What
You
happened?
slashed? Where was it slashed? The tire?
On the sidewall on my tire.
Like outside your home?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
terrible.
someone's a total. You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Maria, I was putting in a plug in for Discount Tire.
Oh, okay, very good. Well,
Yeah.
as long as it's working okay for you.
Yeah. Well, just an excellent review for him. That's all.
Good, good. Well, listen, just to update you, hopefully we'll get a couple more faces in the hangout. We have Jackie Weaver, who is an Australian actress. She is in that new movie called Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah.
She's coming up here in about 5 minutes. And then after Jackie, we'll just spend about 5 minutes with Jackie, because after Jackie, I'd like to talk to Rachel MacFarlane right after that. Okay? Okay.
Sure would be fun.
Perfect, perfect. Are you guys all having a nice day so far?
Yeah.
Working so far so good.
So far, so good.
So good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to my cousin's wedding, but didn't look like I'm going to travel the freeway. I don't want another tire to blow.
No, it'll be okay.
Oh, I know, but
Hopefully it's just, yeah, I don't know. I
I'm
don't even
gonna-
know what to say.
if I'm going to go, I better go
Wet
now.
roads, so I hate driving when it's wet outside.
Yeah. Oh,
Anthony, do you remember you guys when I was talking about maybe I was going to go up to San Jose or something? That's been canceled.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I know
that's a JL thing, right? The airline
it was
thing.
the
or-
ANA thing, yeah. So
ANA,
so that's been well, we canceled. I just can't go. It's in the middle of the week, and it's just weird.
Oh,
So I'm not going to be able to do that one. But we'll think of another hangout. Yeah. So
What is the I?
what's that? So I was gonna ask you
Oh, have you guys seen the commercials for, I think it's Spike TV's Video Game Awards with Samuel Jackson? It's Samuel Jackson's head on a baby's body. It's hilarious.
Nope.
He's the one that read the book, right?
Yeah.
The
Go
Go
the
to
F to
Effing
Sleep.
Sleep. Right. It's hilarious.
I want to hear somebody with the
Oh
British.
yeah. Go to
I
effing
want
sleep.
Sean
Yeah, I think
Connery
I've
to
seen
read that book.
He'd be a good one.
He'd be great.
Do you guys have you guys weighed in on the issue of lifting the ban?
Here we go.
Have you
ban-
have you weighed
what
in
ban?
on the news story about how people want the ban lifted about women not being able to be in combat?
Oh.
I didn't know there was a ban on it.
Yeah, I didn't know. I assumed that
I
they were
figured
allowed.
you signed up for the army, and if you're qualified for combat, you go shoot
There's
some people, or
There's also Don't Ask, Don't Tell that was just repealed, by the way.
still.
Yeah. So yes, there is an actual ban against.
How long has this been around?
Well, I guess it's not forever, right?
Because in earlier times when
We used
the
to fight in
culture
the
was-
trenches and
yeah.
have bayonets and whatever.
when the culture was more, I don't know, what's
Male
the-
chauvinistic, whatever that word is.
Very
more male
sophisticated.
dominated, but also when there was this whole notion in our culturally where the chivalrous, all that, men looked out, the man was a provider, all that stuff earlier in our
When there
country.
was a lot of sexism
Yeah.
that still does exist.
But what it was
yeah.
the army, the military thought
Yeah.
that if a woman was in a trench or a foxhole with a guy, and it was the difference between meeting his mission or if she gets injured, coming to her aid, that was some of the military thought or reasoning for that at that point was it would.
But here's the
hurt the
issue
mission.
now. The issue now is that being in combat is not at all the same as it was in
No.
previous wars.
No.
And hasn't been for a while. And
Well, not
war,
since Vietnam.
War today has been very sophisticated. As you know, it's a completely different kind of combat zone. Women are already in combat zones today. And so there's a lot of people weighing in about it. And I was just curious how you all felt about the ban potentially being lifted against women in quote-unquote combat zones.
Let's ask the woman first.
This morning.
What do you think, Sheila?
What's that? Combat?
Letting women to go into combat, lifting the ban.
It's
like currently there's a
ban.
ban.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not good.
You don't want the ban lifted.
Here's how I feel about it.
I wouldn't want to go to combat. I wouldn't want, no.
Right.
Especially if you're a mom.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't want to go either. But my point is, should the ban be lifted? I believe it should be lifted.
For soldiers, right?
I think that there are restrictions in place, or physical requirements in place for men to be able to serve in combat. And if women and men can meet those requirements, then they should be allowed to be quote-unquote combat zones. There are several reasons why that ban needs to be lifted. One, women are already in combat zones, and two, they're not being paid. They're not being compensated equally as other men who are in combat.
That's true. They need to be paid the same amount. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
They need to be able to be promoted and decorated with medals and whatnot as men are.
I'm in agreement with all
similar
that.
positions.
Yep.
So there needs to be more parity. And if you can qualify, just like any other man can qualify, then you should be able to.
And I'm going to twist things up for you a bit here.
Serve in combat. That's how I feel about it. Booyah!
Okay,
Here's
twist.
how I'm going to twist things up a bit.
Twist.
All right, and I'm talking just pure physiology here. Okay?
Damn it! I have to go on the set.
Pure physiology. So women should absolutely
I will
have
lift
equal
your
pay.
ass out of that pit. You need to lose a
will
little
not.
bit of weight, but yeah.
Lose some weight, then I'll save you.
Yeah.
Actually,
The hole you're digging,
And I will meet it too, and I can lift your ass out of it.
actually,
you get it up and feed it.
she could lift you out of that pit.
Physiologically speaking, now I absolutely believe if women are in combat zones, they should have equal pay, equal opportunities to advancement. Absolutely, completely agree with that. But the question to me becomes, if physiologically, if you took 100 women and 100 men and put them all through Marine boot camp, the amount of men who they don't have to change, or the amount of men who would make it through boot camp, would that number be higher? And if that number is higher, is there a natural barrier to the same amount of women being able to be in a position or opportunity to earn equal pay and equal advancement if they can't even make it through basic at the same numbers that males can?
Yeah.
So what do you do with that?
What's
Yeah.
the logic again?
Sorry, what did you say again?
So essentially, if you take 100 men and 100 women,
Yeah.
and let's say 60 of those men are physically able to handle the requirements
Yeah.
of passing Marine boot camp,
That's
Marine
right.
Corps boot camp.
Right.
But let's say only 30 women are physically able to pass the physical requirements for Marine Corps boot camp.
Okay. So far.
It seems to me that there's a natural barrier to having the same what people might consider equal opportunity, because physically the same amount of women.
Yeah, sure. But
Equal
everyone's-
standard, but not equal number.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
everyone
You
should
don't
get the
need
opportunity,
equal
and if we can't
number
do it,
of
that's-
women
that's-
and men in it. Yeah. Equal
But I
standard.
think in our society, a lot of times we tend to say, well, if we have to level the playing field, and for different people, leveling the playing field means different things. It doesn't always mean equal standard. Sometimes it may mean equal percentage.
Yeah, equal numbers, or that is not
Yeah.
good.
But you
As
can't
a-
have that. You can't be politically correct when it comes to war. That's the thing. It's not
No.
the sort of thing you come out with. It's whoever's the best people for the job get it, and if it's men,
Right.
then it's men. Tough.
Yeah.
Well,
And if
that's
the
still
women
about political correctness. and
meet
that.
that requirement.
Yeah.
If a woman can pull me, if a woman and I are in a trench, a fight hole, as the Marines call it, and she can pull my 250-pound behind out that hole if I'm injured, I'm okay with that.
Okay, women.
You know, an adrenaline rush would get you out of there, Johnny, on the spot.
But I'm just saying, if any woman can pull me out, I'm good with that. But we have had this conversation come up before when we talk firefighters. If my house is on fire and I'm passed out due to smoke inhalation, and the standards aren't equal for men and women to, pass whatever rigorous fire training there is, I want the person who can pick my big behind up and pull me out of that, hole.
Yeah, my husband can pick your behind up, pull you out, because that's what he does for a living.
See, to me, it's not sexist. It's not a sexist thing to say.
No,
I want the person who can lift me. You know, that really is. But I feel like a lot of times people make it sexist. Well, there should, it's like
it doesn't apply in situations like that. It doesn't apply.
It's politically correct and it's utopia. It's this kind of utopianism, this kind of idealism. Like everything should be,
Yeah, I mean, men and women are not the same. I mean, we should be equal as far as rights and things like that are concerned. But we're not.
Opportunities,
I mean, it's,
we have 3 women firefighters that work for our company. And if they can't do the lift, they can do all the other things, but if they can't do the lifting, they have a partner. They have a guy partner that's there because they go as a team. They're not by themselves. So,
are the men? Do the men go as a team as well?
Yes.
So what is the team 2 people?
Actually, you've got your EMTs, you've got your firefighters, you've got your paramedics. So paramedic,
Jackie and Maria. So I'm going to take my leave now.
But yeah, they have a team together. So.
Okie dokie, okie dokie, schmokies. Yay! Okay, I am going to adjust my chair a little bit for you, Jackie. Whenever Shaka sits there, he brings the chair really low.
All right, well, he's glad.
Okay, this is our microphone right here.
Okay.
This is our camera.
Right.
And these are the guys we're hanging out with right now. We hang out with a bunch of friends from all over the world.
Wow.
And it's really neat. And this is also broadcast live on our YouTube channel. So anyone in the world with a YouTube access is watching us right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So let me introduce you to everybody really quickly.
Someone from Canada.
Yes, you can tell. How can you tell? Exactly. Good morning. It's Maria from the Fox 11 Newsroom here in Los Angeles. And joining me now is Jackie Weaver, a familiar face in tons and tons of movies and shows, Australian actress originally, and now in this Oscar buzzing movie called Silver Linings Playbook. I'm sure you've heard of it. Bradley Cooper getting a lot of buzz for this film. Jackie, welcome to the Hangout.
Thanks for having me.
It's very casual and informal, by the way.
Okay. Don't be scared.
It's behind the scenes. Look at what we do here every day, and you may see people on this set here, as you can see, and these guys are a lot of fun. And let me introduce you really quickly. This is Anthony. He is from Sacramento.
Hi.
He's hanging out with us from there now. Kempton is in Canada.
Hi, Jackie.
We've got Sheila, who is in Utah, and Trev, who is in Yorkshire. He is in the UK.
Hello.
And you may see a couple of other faces pop up here. We get to hang out with up to 9 other people in the Hangout, as well as it being broadcast live out there. So if you're watching on air, thank you. Make sure you please plus and comment and share the link. And if you have a question, just tag me or anyone in the Hangout, and I will get them to Jackie. So, Jackie, you are in this movie that's getting a lot of buzz right now. Tell us about your role in Silver Linings Playbook.
Well, it's I've already seen it twice. It's a beautiful film. It's so beautiful. I can't believe I'm in it. I feel so lucky. I'm Bradley Cooper's mother, and I'm Robert De Niro's wife.
Oh,
and
wow!
It's one of those movies that is like life. Really, it's tragic one minute and it's hilarious the next. And I think that's how everyone's life is.
Yeah, whose life isn't dysfunctional, right? I tell you, especially here in Hollywood, in LA. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Now we'll go to you for sure. Trev, I think you've got one already. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. What is it's just how to word this. Robert De Niro is basically a god as far as acting is concerned. What is it like to when you sort of got to when you're side by side with him and you've just got to act as if you're comfortable, as if you're married to him?
Well, you know, he's an icon. He is a man, and I think they should have knighthoods in America. He would be Sir Robert De Niro, Lord of Greenwich. Really, he is just.
Right.
I've got
restaurants
goosebumps thinking about him. He's a wonderful, wonderful. And I had to keep reminding myself that he was just another actor. Otherwise, I would have been too overawed to get involved.
With him at all?
We had a couple of bed scenes. Yeah. And but he's such a gentleman, and he's so generous and so kind that I was fine.
Fantastic. That's a good question. Captain, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a few questions. But first of all, how is it like working with Bradley and Jennifer, the younger actor and actress in the film?
Jennifer's amazing. I mean, she's only a baby, but already she is. Remember her in Winter's Bone? She got nominated for the Oscar for that.
Yes, I remember that.
And of course, now everybody knows her with Hunger Games. But she is so good, and she's such a darling. She's a sweet, sweet girl. I adore her. And as for Bradley, he's marvelous.
Well, but his acting style. I mean, we've always seen him in The Hangover and sort of but this is kind of a departure from what we're used to seeing him.
And yet he's a serious actor. If you ever saw him on the Actors Studio, he really takes his work very seriously. He's just been in a stage production of The Elephant Man, where he didn't use any prosthetics or anything. He just did it. Apparently,
he played the Elephant Man.
He was the Elephant Man.
Yes.
Come on.
Apparently, he was brilliant.
Acting-wise, but I mean, he's gorgeous.
He is. Sexiest man alive, I think. A couple years running.
Oh, is it?
I think so. According to People Magazine or whatnot.
So, so Jackie, you have been acting in TV and film since the '60s. How did you keep a very long career? Your longevity in TV and film.
Yes.
How did we make it fresh?
I don't know. Well, in Australia, we have to be versatile because we're only 23 million people. So we have to be able to do stage and serious drama. And I've done musicals and at Shakespeare and panel shows and everything. I was even a reporter for
Really?
Yeah, showbiz reporter for 6 months.
You're kidding?
But that's the only other job I've ever had.
How interesting. That's fascinating. So when did you do you live here? Is it primarily where you are now, or are you in Australia?
In the past 18 months, I've worked in 8 cities around America.
Oh, wow.
So I haven't got a base here. I've been on location everywhere, but my base is Sydney, Australia. But my mother is half English. She's from the north. That's for your interest. She's
whereabouts?
She's from Workington in Cumberland.
That's more north than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, well north.
And my grandfather, so I can do your accent too.
You can?
That's another thing about
do it. No.
Oh no, I wouldn't be rude, but I can.
They butcher their own accent. That's what Travis tells me every day.
And the other thing, I've just finished a couple of days ago shooting a movie in Utah, in Salt Lake City.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, which movie?
It's called Haunt. And I don't want to give away the plot, but it's very scary, and it's I've got goosebumps.
Where in Utah were you?
All around Salt Lake City.
Okay, because that's where I'm at.
In the bush, sort of in the rural area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what a beautiful state. Gosh,
what
it's
is it
beautiful.
about you Australians with the accent? I feel like you can do American accents so well. Between you and Naomi Watts and this woman,
Jackman.
Nicole Kidman.
I guess because we love American culture, we've got a strong culture of our own, but we went from babies. We watched Sesame Street and Mickey Mouse Club and Dora the Explorer. My little grandson can speak Spanish because he watches Dora the Explorer. We just, the first movies I saw were Bambi and Wizard of Oz and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So we are so saturated with American culture and English and British
and
too,
British
to a
It's
degree.
the same here. Yeah, I think the England. Well, the UK, should I say, and Australia are fairly similar in that respect. We're both kind of, I mean, we do have our own cultures, but the US one infiltrates our own as well, and it's, you know, we're so used to it that it's
a lot to do with size. You know, we've got 23 million people. America's got 300 million. It's probably a lot more than that.
There's
now.
that too. Yeah, we're about 300-400 million.
320, yeah.
But then we think about India with a billion.
And Canada's about 30, isn't it?
Yeah, 30 some odd. Yeah. So Jackie, was there someone inspiring you to get into acting, or were you ever like, was it when you were a kid you always want to act, and this is like, you know, really early that you want to?
I was about 3 when I started pretending to be other people, because I found them far more interesting than I found them being myself. And yeah, I was doing accents and pretending to be someone else when I was 3. I keep looking at your picture instead of the camera.
I know, it's actually
all right.
that's why I try to. What I do sometimes, I really minimize the box, so it forces you to kind of look up a little bit.
Oh, that looks a bit better.
That's a little.
Otherwise, I look a bit shifty.
I know.
That's all right.
We all do it.
We all do it. So it's cool. So your next, so after Silver Linings, we should look out for you in Haunt.
Yes, and I did another film with Mia Wasikowska, another Australian. She's brilliant, and Nicole Kidman, called Stoker.
Fantastic.
And I'm about to do a film called Parkland, where I'm going to play Lee Harvey Oswald's mother. So I'm really excited about that.
Fantastic. Well, Jackie, thank you so much for
Thank you.
for joining
This
us.
is
on
good
the
fun,
Hangout.
isn't it?
Fun?
Yeah.
Will you take a quick photo of Jackie and I before we go?
Yeah.
Sure.
Thanks, you guys. Okay, here's the camera right here. Cheese.
Cheese.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Jackie.
Are you hooked up on Twitter and Facebook and all that kind of stuff?
No, I don't do that. I can't keep my emails going. Never mind.
It's fun. Okay.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. See you.
Thank you.
I love your blue nail polish. That is the cutest. I was admiring it when it gets done. No, it's fun. Thank you. Hey, Heather. Heather.
Trev is admiring the background again.
We lost Trev.
How long has she been sat there? Well, the thing is, I'm not. It's
For about 5 minutes, she's been sitting there.
really. The thing is, Araxia's mine. She's Deanna and Justin.
We're gonna go get Rachel MacFarlane now.
You're just off on your little
What's
little
that?
mystery tour, aren't you, Trev?
I'm being accused of being
Admiring the
awkward
background.
again.
Admiring the background.
Yeah.
No, wait,
No, don't need to move. We're just accusing him.
No. Kenton calls it admiring the background.
Yeah.
The law calls it stalking. Being a creeper. I don't know if that's a rule here.
So who's
She
next,
was
Maria?
really sweet, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was really
Yes,
sweet.
really nice.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I'm trying to adjust the chair because whenever Shaka sits here, he brings it way down. Okay. Hopefully, we'll get to talk to.
Rachel?
Did you hear the sound on that audio earlier? Was like deafening.
When you were
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway,
Oh,
you don't have to. This is fine. This is okay. It was just earlier, so it was like nuts. Dude.
Dude! Dude!
Hey, dude!
Dude! Brew! Brew! Volume brew!
Yeah, that's what I'm calling. You know, she's the only dude in here. Oh, never mind. Never mind, dude. But just come say hi. Just say hello.
I was trying to say hi, now she's kicking me out.
I know, because Rachel's here.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, see you.
Okay, cool. Maria.
Hi,
I love you, Rachel.
Hi.
Nice to meet you,
Maria.
Maria.
Come sit down.
I'm live right now.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, we just have a few people in the hangout right now, and nothing, it's very casual and very informal, by the way.
Great.
You've heard of Google Plus, right?
I certainly have.
See, when I say that, it's so funny how people's body language, I guess, as soon as I go, it's so casual and so informal, everyone's like,
okay, good.
They're like,
Did you notice? I know. All right,
yeah,
where's my martini?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's fun, but it is. It's totally informal.
Excellent.
We get to hang out with these guys from all over the world. Not only that, it's broadcast live on our YouTube channel.
So cool.
Anyone with a YouTube channel could be watching right now.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, Marie, one little note, she hasn't done a rehearsal yet, so.
Oh, okay. So sorry. We'll make it really short.
Longer,
okay, okay. We played some of your music earlier. It's
cool.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Hey, guess who's hanging out with us this morning? This is Rachel MacFarlane. Rachel is the voice of many characters that we have basically listened. No, not grown up, but we basically.
I'm not that old, Maria.
But I didn't realize what an amazing singing voice that you have as well. Rachel MacFarlane hanging out with us. She's going to be performing in just a minute on myfoxla.com if you guys want to check it out. But this is Anthony. He's in Sacramento right now. Hi, Anthony.
Hey,
Anthony is in Calgary.
Wow.
Sheila's in Utah. And Trev is in the UK.
Hey guys.
So if you guys don't know her last name, she is related to that other MacFarlane that we know.
Yes,
right?
yes.
The other one.
Guilty.
The other one.
Such a talented family. My gosh. So talk about the Voices of Christmas. What is this?
Oh, the show we have coming up.
Yes.
Yes, it's this Sunday, December 2nd at the Catalina Jazz Club. And it's to benefit...
Oh, it's right here.
It's right here in
close.
Hollywood. And it benefits Children's Hospital Los Angeles, which is an incredible organization. And basically, it's your favorite voiceover stars, some of the best people, Seth Green, Wayne Brady, Tara Strong, Greg Dewey, you name it.
Talented.
They're coming out to sing holiday music to benefit this great cause. It's going to be a really, really special, wonderful show.
Fabulous. If you guys have a question for Rachel, just get my attention. I'll go to you for sure. Tom just joined us. Tom is in Atlanta. Hey, Tom. Kempton.
Hey, Tom.
Kempton, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Rachel. Before you come up, I listened and watched the Making Whoopi. Wow, you sound awesome. I love your voice. Yeah. I want to ask you, you and your brother, was he always a good big brother, or was it a bad big brother? And then it changed. Like, I have a little sister, so I know exactly what I did to her when she was younger and what it was like now.
Do I even need to answer this question? You know exactly what it was like, right?
I feel like you were a lot of pranks growing up or something.
Yeah, he was your absolute typical big brother when we were kids, right? Just terrible. You were drawing all the time, and I was banging on the door with my Barbies telling him to come out and play, and he just wanted to focus and do his thing. And yes, definite pranks, toothpaste in the hair, all, you name it, he did it. And then, I don't know, we got to high school, and all of a sudden we became friends, and we've been very close ever since. But it's exactly probably how you were with your little sister,
It's interesting that
we grow much closer now.
it's very similar. I mean, in entertainment, are your parents is your family basically an entertaining family? A crazy family?
They are absolutely an entertaining family, not professionally. My parents were both in education,
okay.
but they both sang. My father has a beautiful singing voice, and my mother was a great harmonizer. And they used to sing exactly out on the back deck. My dad would play the guitar, and my mom would sing. So yes, we grew up with it.
And what are you going to be singing on the set today?
I am going to be singing two of my favorite songs from White Christmas, Count Your Blessings and the song White Christmas.
I love White Christmas.
Me too.
Tom, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, with the imitations and everything and the voiceovers you guys do, what is the most outrageous practical joke you've ever played on a person or a celebrity with those voices?
That's a good question. I like that.
Me? Oh goodness, I am not the practical joker. No. I know. I'm the one that gets the practical jokes played on me. Yes, absolutely. I think, honestly, a little tidbit I can share with you is I'm actually headed to American Dad after this to do a table read, and the offensive stuff that we have to read every single week is sort of a practical joke unto itself. I read the script and I think to myself, I have to say this in front of a room of 60 people. And so I, steel myself to do it. It's
a gift. Like, you open it up and you don't know what's in there.
Exactly. And I sit in my dining room and I laugh every week when I'm reading the scripts.
That's fantastic. Well, we really enjoy you, and I know you have to get in there and do your sound check. So I'm going to have to let Rachel go. You guys, thank you for all your awesome questions.
Thanks,
and
guys.
Watch her sing White
Thanks,
Christmas and what was the other song?
Count Your Blessings.
Count Your Blessings on myfoxlily.com if you want to just stream it because you're coming up very soon.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Can we have a photo? Oh.
Can you yeah, quick photo. Come closer.
Sure.
Okay, really quick. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. You're awesome.
Oh,
awesome. Thank you.
The name of the show.
Perfect.
Okay, they may take the shot. Are they going to take the shot? Oh, no? Okay, good. All right. Okay. All right.
Thanks,
So
Maria.
nice to meet you.
See you, Rachel.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Here's the CD.
Oh, you lucky you.
I'll show you later.
Look how beautiful.
Lucky you. Yeah.
Okay, Reed is coming out right now, Shaka. Do you think he's
Reed Timmer.
Reed Timmer?
Yeah.
I noticed it said that CD says for Maria, not to Shaka.
What is it?
Your CD, it says for Maria.
It does. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And she sounded really good. Yeah, I really like that.
Incredibly talented. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, have you guys ever watched Storm Chasers on Discovery?
Not on TV, but I catch a little bit on YouTube.
With it, right?
Yeah. I watched a clip. Wow, that was crazy stuff that.
Crazy.
A little bit, yeah.
Michael Vernal, hi. Thanks for watching and thanks for your comment.
Hey, Michael.
Love it. Who said that? Was that you, Tom?
No, I say that.
Oh.
I'm not talking much.
It tends to throw people off.
I
don't know why. It's just really funny.
It totally threw me off. That's why I go, Tom.
People.
Thank you for the compliment on Maria's outfit this morning, Julie. I picked it out for her. I helped her put it together. Yeah. We did a Google Hangout from each of our places, and I told her wear that one.
Yeah, I came credit for the accessories, the pearl thing, and the earring.
Pearl thing. Did you already go over your position on the whole physiological?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah.
You did.
Yeah, we took care of that a while ago.
Yeah. I haven't gone through mine, though. I have a fence.
I want to talk about that with you.
I have a fence sitting position on that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Reed, hi. So nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Awesome. You're like the superstar meteorologist out there. I didn't get a chance to hear your interview on the set because we were talking to Rachel here just a second ago. But so interested in chit-chatting with you.
Thanks for having me.
Where's the Dominator?
It's actually headed to New York right now.
Really?
So,
Seriously?
Yeah, it's probably somewhere in Indiana if I.
How is that being transported?
They're just driving it.
They're just.
So.
Whoa.
Okay.
So I take it to the grocery store and 7-Eleven and everything.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I'm going to introduce you to everybody here. But first of all, this is our Google Plus Hangout. Do you know about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. So here's our microphone right here.
Okay.
The camera's up there. And we've got a few faces here in the Hangout, so we may see a couple more pop up. But let me quickly introduce you guys. Hey, good morning. It's Maria from the Fox 7 Newsroom here in Los Angeles, and I've got Reed Timmer joining us from Discovery's Storm Chasers. Maybe you've seen him. He's one of those crazy people that runs at storms. He doesn't run away from them. You're nuts. He's crazy. Anyway, he's our hero as a meteorologist. Definitely one of our heroes. Okay, we have Anthony here who's hanging out from Sacramento with us. Kempton is in Calgary, Canada. We got Sheila who is in Utah this morning. Tom is in Atlanta. And Trev just stepped away, but he is here with us from Yorkshire. He's in the UK. And for you guys watching on air, thanks so much. If you have a question, just tag me or anyone in the Hangout, and we will get them to read. It's very casual, by the way, as you know. It's like, people walking around in the newsroom and stuff. So Reed is on that show, Storm Chasers. Okay, what is it? It's late in the season now. What do you do when there are no tornadoes really to chase after during this time of year? Where do you go?
Well, I'm still in school, actually, so I try to catch up. I do a lot of work, actually, in the back of our armored vehicle on the way to our target areas and stuff, and while we're storm chasing. But, yeah, I pretty much catch up on that and do speaking events, too, on storm chasing. So.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
Don't get out much. I mean, there's pretty much always a storm to chase somewhere. So
that is true. Not necessarily just in the Plain States. Yes, Tom, go ahead.
Yeah, as far as tracking the storms, for somebody that wants to get into watching bad weather coming to their area, for a computer program or a website that's free, maybe even a little bit of a pay site that would give you where the stores are coming from, how much time they have to hit. Do you recommend something like AccuWeather or NOAA, or which one?
Yeah, I definitely recommend the Storm Prediction Center website. That's spc.noaa.gov. That's a good one. If you're up in Canada, the Environment Canada website is a good place to go for warnings. You can also, at the Storm Prediction Center website, there are some forecasts that overlap into southern Canada too. And we did a lot of storm chasing up north of Calgary.
They get their share of severe storms, definitely.
I'd recommend Radar Scope too, is a good app to use. And of course, tvnweather.com/live. You can watch live streaming video as we're storm chasing and look at the GPS positions of all our storm chasers and watch us intercept tornadoes live as well. So.
What is wrong with you? Do people say that? They're like, are you crazy? What are you doing chasing these crazy storms that kill people like this?
Yeah, and I get that a lot, but I'm scared of other things too. I think storm chasing is really the only thing that I do where people would perceive it as taking a risk. But for us, it's more of a controlled environment. I mean, all I've ever known is storm chasing. I've watched tornado videos since I was 5 years old, and I feel a lot safer intercepting a tornado than say
here earthquakes. Like we can't really.
Even driving in the traffic here, honestly, I feel more scared of that.
Did you drive over here on the? My God! Try driving here when there's severe weather.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
We were just talking about how California drivers forget how to drive when it starts to rain. Kempton, yes, go ahead.
Read two questions. First one, what's your PhD topic? And second question, your show kind of popularized the storm chasing phenomenon. And what's your take on, like, you have a really proper tough equipment, right? But other people just with their truck, are they trying to beat the weather? Show that, whoa, I beat the tornado. What was the logic behind it?
Your first question, my PhD topic is in seasonal climate prediction. And that's North American climate extremes like temperature and precipitation for agriculture and energy. And I could use Pacific Ocean sea surface temperature patterns to predict climate extremes because the oceans change a lot slower than the atmosphere above it. And in terms of storm chasing, I think that Storm Chasers has made it more popular, and there's probably more people out in the field because of it. But I think people just need to realize that you shouldn't do what we're doing unless you do have an armored tank, and even then, I still wouldn't.
Yeah, they're just crazy people. I mean, especially today when we have cameras on our phones, it's just so easy to be your own storm chaser and not have the proper equipment like you do.
And also the proper training. And when I first started, we didn't really know what we were doing, and it almost got me killed a few times. So.
Really? You had some close calls?
Yeah, especially early on because I didn't do it the right way. And that's why I always tell people, if you want to get into storm chasing, go to the Skywarn training courses.
Well, not only, but they have tours. You can pay to go on a storm chasing tour like you could to pay on a Hollywood celebrity tour here if you wanted to. Talk about that. Like, how is that really becoming more and more popular?
Yeah, and the tours are a safe way to learn how to storm chase. First of all, and you can learn from people. They show you how to forecast, how to observe storm structure. And we actually have a tour company, ExtremeTornadoTours.com. So that's I definitely recommend. And we have vans that have Lexana roofs, so you can look up and see the storm and the big softball-sized hail that falls.
I want to do that. I want that as a Christmas present. Where's my ball?
You should come.
I do. I want to do that. Trev, do you have a question?
Yeah, you said it's a safe way to do it. How safe? Because it can't be completely safe, can it? Surely.
Well,
I think that's the fun, isn't it? That it's not completely safe. But what's the risk of a tour?
There's always a risk, especially even driving out on the roads. You never know what other drivers are going to do. But they're with experienced storm chasers. We're all kind of in a caravan approaching the storm, so we'll approach from the southeast from a safe angle.
How many of you in one of these tours per se?
There's 3 or 4 in each van, and then there's our armored vehicle where we have two storm chasers, and then a shooter in there, and then a follow vehicle that gets the shot.
And what do you do? Do you have a briefing? You get up in the morning and then you say, "Here's the activity. Here's where we're going," and then.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's not that organized. We all just kind of wake up and then say, all right, we got to go to the, Saskatchewan, Canada or something, and we'll be in Kansas, and we'll have to drive all day and then all night and then be there the next day. And
gosh.
It's kind of a fly by the seat of our pants.
Hardcore. It's rough, yeah.
Yeah, another one. That's kind of, how much is it? Because I kind of,
What's the website? It's
ExtremeTornadoTours.com, and so the schedule is up there and everything, and you should come out with us.
ExtremeTours.com. Go ahead, Tom. What's your question?
Yeah, now you're always mainly going to be in the same area, obviously, for tornadoes. Do you deal with any of the emergency communications people up there, letting them know where storms are heading and how they could contact people in the area?
Oh yeah. We work with emergency services. We're constantly relaying reports to the weather service and local media, and we use our live streaming video to help out in the warning process too, so forecasters can see what's happening underneath the storm in real time. And Chris, who rides in the Dominator, is ham radio certified too. So
does that make your ears perk up, Tom?
Yeah, ham radio.
That made me happy.
He's a ham radio enthusiast, and
awesome.
Tom's mission to get everyone to get a handle on ham radio.
Not everybody.
Not everybody, but most people. Now, when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do?
I always look at weather, honestly. I don't get out much, so yeah.
Come on.
I'm always
You're
looking
a
at
good-looking guy. Are you
models.
married? What's
No,
you're
not married.
You're married to your PhD work.
I spend way too much time in the vehicle, probably.
Really?
To have much fun. We drove like 80,000 miles this year in 2012, but
oh my God.
So
it's a lot, you're always looking at the radar and models. I mean, computer models, and.
Yeah, I mean, there are times when I don't too, when we're in quiet patterns, for example. But I mean, yeah, but I mean, especially during storm season, we're constantly looking at it and positioning for next storm, and then we chase internationally too. We went down to Argentina,
Australia or Argentina.
The Pampas are like basically similar to the Great Plains, but a little bit smaller. But you'll get a lot of tornadoes there.
Do you ever think about doing like TV weather or anything like that? Has that ever been an option?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm more kind of field kind of thing.
Out in the element,
I mean, if severe weather came, I'd probably leave and go storm chasing.
Really?
Wouldn't be good.
Fascinating. Captain, yes.
Reed, can you talk about one or two of your close call? I was just watching a video, and one of the window on your car was like the driver's side was blown off. That must be like crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty scary, but that was more of a kind of an equipment malfunction mixed with overconfidence, I think, and we fixed it since then. Now we have Lexan windows that you hit a button and then they lift up and keep us protected. So.
Oh wow, really high tech stuff. Can I ask you a real quick question though before I go to you, Tom? Do you have an opinion on? I mean, of course, climate change is front and center now, particularly after all of what happened with Superstorm Sandy and all this. What's your opinion and stance on global climate change and what we need to do?
Well, global warming's definitely happening.
Right.
The data supports that. The only argument is whether it's human induced or not, and I believe that humans are contributing to it. And I don't think though that you can look at a Superstorm Sandy or Hurricane Katrina or even any given season and say it's because of climate change, because climate change is much longer over a longer period of time. And some studies showed that the 2005 hurricane season easily could have happened within natural variability, whether climate change was there or not. But I think time will tell, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop global warming by humans anyway, and it contributes to cleaner air that we breathe as well at the same time.
But at a very minimum, there's that benefit. Tom, yes, what's your question?
Yeah, it's been a while since I seen the show, not yours, but the show I'm going to talk about. Did you have anything to do with this? There was an episode of Bones where they had storm chasers.
I heard about that.
Storm chasers got killed or something. Did they come to you about, talking about the reality of it and what to actually show? Because they had this big, ugly truck on there. that I remember. And that was about it. So.
I remember when that came out, but we didn't work with them at all or anything on that. But it's possible that they're modeling it after one of the armored tanks they've seen on Storm Chasers. But yeah, we didn't work with them on that.
Okay. Did I miss anyone else's question?
I've got a comment. I'm just looking at your site here. These tours seem to be popular. I mean, looking at this, they're about 80% sold out.
Yeah, that's it. They've been yeah, and we have just 2 vans, but we might get a third. I think one of these seasons, but probably not yet this year. But.
And what brought you to the show? Like, why was that important to you?
Well, I started storm chasing in 1999, and back then I had a 1985 Plymouth Reliant with a blown out muffler, so you'd hear it coming from like 10 miles away. And then just year after year, kept storm chasing. I worked at a golf course over the summers, but then I realized that I could sell a video or try to sell several videos throughout the year, and I wouldn't have to work at the golf course. And then gradually became a career, and then I think a couple of the production companies were through Discovery, and that's how we found the show.
And you continuously, I mean, obviously you do learn something new about weather phenomena and tornado and storms. Right?
Yeah, and our whole point in building the vehicles is to try to deploy instruments inside the tornado and see just how strong the wind speeds can get, and try to get a 3D X-ray of what's happening inside. So.
And what do we not know today?
I think that the wind speeds are much higher than we think, especially when a tornado breaks up into those suction vortices. It's possible you could get wind speeds even 400 or 500 miles per hour. At least that's what the equations show. But they've never been measured in real life because they happen right near the ground. So.
Did you grow up watching Twister, that movie with Helen Hunt? And did you see that?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies.
Is that pretty accurate to?
Well, and there's a lot of meteorological inaccuracies, but I still love the movie.
I do too. It's neat.
Can I have one quick one? The Kempton question. What is the next bit of scientific equipment you want to buy for your vehicle? Like, you're a scientist, right? At the bottom, to measure stuff. Yeah.
I definitely want to get a LiDAR unit eventually, which is like a mobile radar unit, but based on visible light, so you can get really high resolution wind speed data. And that's the way that we'd be able to sample those suction vortices and measure the wind speeds that might be 400 or 500 miles an hour.
400 or 500 miles an hour.
Cool.
That is
on the real small scales and short time scales. So.
Have you ever been through a hurricane?
Yeah, we've chased over a dozen probably.
Yeah.
Hurricane Katrina, and we also chased the superstorm, at least the blizzard side.
You did see that as it evolved and grew. What do you think about the National Weather Service downgrading it to super? What was it called again? A super tropical cyclone?
An extra tropical
tropical cyclone, yeah, versus...
Well, I think that the data supported that it was extra tropical because hurricane by itself is a warm core system, but an extra tropical system has cold air aloft and is fed by the warm, unstable air at low levels. And Hurricane Sandy was undergoing a transition to extra tropical as it made landfall. And to me, it looked more like an extra tropical cyclone, a very intense one, with a big wind field, and that's why you had such a bad storm surge.
We're going to see more of these types of storms.
It's highly unlikely to see a hybrid storm like that because the pattern has a rare pattern and a rare hurricane that far north have to merge together, which is very rare.
Well, you stay safe out there.
Will do. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Maybe one of these days we'll show up for the tours. Wouldn't that be fun, Jeff?
Sounds good.
Yeah, awesome.
Great. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
And take a photo with us before you go.
All right.
Here's the camera right here. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Nice.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Reed.
I leave today, actually,
We're
this
just here for the
afternoon.
day.
So, yeah, but I came in the night before yesterday, so Monday night.
Okay. All right. Well, have a great
So,
time.
Thanks.
Thanks, you guys.
I can show you how to get back to the green room. Okay.
Hey, Kempton, these
Sure, yeah.
these tours, some of them late from Calgary.
Oh, really? Oh, can you throw me the link? And how much are they? Are we talking about?
Oh, they're
thousands?
yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's wearing a sailor's cap. I don't really know why he's wearing a sailor cap.
He's a much more cool guy than I originally thought. I mean, I was thinking, to be honest, I was thinking he's a crazy guy. Go through that, but he's really smart and
he's super smart.
doing crazy stuff. But
He's a scientist, yeah.
Yeah, I mean PhD. Yeah, he's got his master's already, and working on his PhD.
He's still like,
oh, he's working on his PhD. That's what I'm going to ask him. What is he?
Yeah.
What is he working? What is he studying for? If he's already got his PhD, what is he studying for?
He's studying for his PhD. Yeah.
Right.
Captain asked him that his papers on seasonal climate changes, right?
Oh yeah, but
something
I thought he'd already got it. I didn't know.
He hasn't got it.
working
Yeah.
on
He's
it
in the
right
process. Yeah.
Yeah, he says he's still in school.
He's only a kid then. He'll be about 24, won't he? I presume.
Well, PhD, but yeah, let's see.
It's about the right age.
So we'll start calling him Dr. Reed.
Yeah, 32. Yeah, he's 32.
He's a young boy, young man. He's a young man. Well, thanks, you guys. You guys are so smart.
What's that?
I smart.
You're so smart.
I smart.
I like that.
Smart.
I smart. I've been out sick for the last week and a half. How's your knee, Maria?
I thought I heard a little of that in your voice, Tom. My knee's doing okay. It's actually a lot better, and I'm really looking forward to getting my groove back on and start dancing in a couple of weeks, hopefully.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I got nailed with a chest cold that I just could not get rid of.
Sure. Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, no.
I shut down everything Sunday night and haven't done anything till this morning.
That sucks being sick. Kempton, really quickly. So you said you didn't finish your point on women in combat?
Oh, yeah, I have a fence-sitting answer for that. See, I agree with you on many of the points. Like, if they meet the minimum requirement, women, I mean, they should be allowed to, if they are currently banned from doing that and receiving the whatever pay or being decorated in whatever manner, I think they should be allowed. But my fence-sitting side and the other side is, it's more political. The political bit is, can you imagine a woman soldier being captured and then do stuff to her for her sex, and then being shown on TV, and then the political implication on the deployment, and that is a much stronger. I don't know. I mean, it's just maybe my sexist thinking.
That happens already. Not that it's broadcast on TV, but that's happened already. We've had a couple of women captured in combat, as you know. I don't know. I just think that I support the ban being lifted. I think it's
what is the ban?
There is a ban here in the U.S. against women officially serving in combat.
In front line, right? Combat.
In front line. There isn't it's
long existing. Yeah, it's not a new ban.
Even worse. I thought it was something about not getting equal pay, but that's even worse, isn't it? I mean, surely why? Okay.
Yeah, well, because it stemmed back from the days when women were, women and children first, and women shouldn't.
Oh, so it's an old rule.
Yeah, it's an old rule.
Oh, okay, right. Still not right, but that's more excusable.
It's nothing new. It's a long running rule, and it's many people are calling for it to end, and it's about time for it to end.
Oh, you guys back on that story again?
Yes, we are. So ta-da.
Ta-da indeed.
Ta-da. And women already serve in combat. Women are already in the front lines, and they should, if you meet the physical requirements just like any men, then you should be able to do it as well.
Rather than me, honestly. If they want to do it, let them go, because I'm not going.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still like uneasy about the fact that it may change politically how our soldiers or things being deployed. I don't know. Oh, someone's leaving?
Are you going? Okay. Oh, Sheila's going. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. Everyone's weighed in. Thank you so much. I appreciate your thoughts on that. I'm sure I will continue to discuss it later. You know where.
Yeah, right. You know where. With whom?
Actually, which brings up another interesting question for you, which is not about actually equal pay or anything like that, but it's kind of along the same topic. Women boxers.
What about it?
I've heard some people say, and this is totally sexist, completely sexist, that they don't enjoy
What?
They don't enjoy female boxing as much as male boxing because seeing when they start fighting and get all battered, it has it's something about seeing a woman beat up like that apparently is not as appealing as seeing a man beat up like that.
One of the best fights I ever saw, and I think it's because I'm English, obviously, was in the Olympics. A lass from Leeds won a gold boxing. It was awesome. Well, possibly not one of the best actual fights I've seen, but one of the most when I got into it and
most
stuff
engaging.
Like that. Yeah, I loved it. That was awesome.
But there's no ban against it.
No.
So.
But I was just curious what you guys thought about it. Like, do you feel that same way, like seeing a woman bloodied and beat up like that?
Well, I'll tell you what is sexy.
The lure from the sport.
No, I mean
I don't like boxing in general for me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I feel kind of the same about it, whether it's watching two guys box or two women. Yeah, I'm sort of the same.
Yeah.
Cool.
It can be sexy though, can't it? Because I'll tell you what I'm thinking in particular. I saw this picture of Gina Carano with a black eye, and she was just like looking at camera, smiling like that. And I thought that looked really sexy. It just like she doesn't give a crap, you know what I mean? It's just.
I'm not all right now. I love watching female MMA bouts. Well, I don't love watching them because Christy Cyborg has been dominating everybody pretty much, and so the fights haven't been all that great. But because she whoops people's behind.
Right.
But I've seen some female boxing matches where it just didn't.
Yeah, see, that's not so much a female. I think that's just.
It was just something about seeing it's just like seeing two, and this could be me culturally conditioned or whatever. But seeing two guys, it doesn't bother me. But seeing this woman it just.
Again, there's no ban against it, so I'm cool with your opinion on that, and I'm cool with them doing it. And
definitely, I mean, I think
just so you can have an opinion.
Yeah, just you're going to go back to the banning point.
Go at it.
Go on.
What do you think about that now? It's bad. It's bad.
All right.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to disagree and discuss.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that note, really quickly, I saw this special on the new Bruce Lee documentary that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
Shut your mouth! I didn't know there wasn't a one.
Yeah,
his daughter was involved, right?
Yes, his daughter and his wife.
Wow.
And there's some new interviews and footage. So I'm really excited about that. Speaking
and I think it's Shannon Lee and Linda Lee, isn't that a daughter and wife? Okay.
Linda. I forget what the daughter's name is. So I just thought it was an interesting look at his life from her perspective as the daughter. So that would be fun. I wanted to get it as a present for my husband, but it doesn't come out on DVD until I think the end of January or March. I can't remember.
Now, didn't Shannon and Linda also have a lot of input on the movie Dragon with Jason Scott? Not Jason Scott Lee.
No, you're thinking of Jason Scott Lee.
Was it Jason Scott Lee? Okay.
I think they did, but I think this one is different because obviously this is her directing or producing it, the daughter.
Okay. So it's a film and not a documentary. Is it like a movie?
Documentary. Directed by the daughter.
Oh, it is a documentary.
No, it's a documentary.
Dragon was a film, wasn't it?
Dragon was a fictional film.
Or are they going to?
I don't remember exactly, but I know that they interview a lot of people who were influenced by him.
Right.
And then we see some of the old footage of him being interviewed and some of the things he wrote, because I guess he wrote extensively.
Oh, he wrote a lot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so we get to see some of that. And
one of my favorite reads to this day is the Tao of Jeet Kune Do.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Love that book. It's such a great book. And 3 words: 1-inch punch.
Yeah.
Anyway,
thank you for that, Kempton, because I think you turned me on to that. You posted a link to
of the daughter saying stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And have you guys seen, since you seem to be into it, have you seen Pierre Bourdain's 1960s Lost interview with Bruce Lee, like the half-hour interview? That was an awesome interview. That was I'll tag you guys on if you guys are interested.
Yeah, no, I remembered how cool he was when you posted that. So.
Are we talking with an accent?
Yes, we are.
Hello.
I always told you.
Hello. When I lived in the UK, I love the Cockney.
You lived in the UK? Oh, that's right, you did.
I love the Cockney accent.
Oh.
For going up the stairs, they say, up the apples and pears.
Well, they just say up the apples. And you kind of fill the rest of yourself. You're expected to.
Picking up the phone is picking up the dog and bone. Yeah.
You're weird, folks. That's
Cockney. That's not me. That's.
That's not.
Cockney's East in London. Yeah, he's from there. Right?
And if you've gone somewhere, Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, if you're giving somebody directions. So how do I get to the gas station? Well, you hang a left, you hang a right, and Bob's your uncle.
Well, Bob's your uncle means
that's where you get.
It just means sorted. So anything could be.
Reach your destination.
Yeah. Yes, well, it's not just that. It could be like, it could be explaining a recipe or anything. So you just said, trug that in.
So it's sort of like an expression of, and there you have it.
There you have it.
Well done.
And there you go.
Bob's your uncle, Sally's your aunt.
And Bob's your uncle.
But Cockneys now, they say Robert's your mother's brother instead. They've even adapted that.
Now I'm really confused. Okay, now it's my turn to go.
Hey, Maria, quick question. Hugh Bonneville and Olive Munn, when are they coming?
I'm not positive, and I forgot to ask Heather when she was here.
Okay.
I will have probably a better update tomorrow.
All right, good. Love to hang out with them.
Yes.
But they are coming, so
Michael C.
that's
Hall.
really cool. Oh, yeah, that would be
Michael
fun.
C. Hall, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that wouldn't
Dexter and
be
6 Feet Under, right?
6 Feet Under.
Dexter.
Dexter.
Is it actually Dexter?
It is Dexter.
Oh, right.
It's Dexter.
So hopefully that will come to fruition.
Hopefully Diano's PC's fixed by then.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Right?
hopefully.
We have to invite Matt too, Matt Moore. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys.
Okay, see you guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
Bye.